Have you ever wondered what it's like to live with a crazy cat lady? You know the type, the one that wears sweater dresses with cat faces on it, watches YouTube videos with kittens all day, and of course owns 2, 5, maybe 10 cats at a time. Well, I'm here to tell you exactly what that's like. As adults, I'm sure we have all had our run-in with some type of roommate that was less than ideal, whether it be a crazy cat lady or just somebody that isn't what you were quite expecting. And we just aren't sure how to handle it. After 3 years of living with my crazy cat-obsessed roommate, I consider myself an expert at dealing with situations and not letting things get out of hand. I just want to share with you exactly how to do that. So what is the key to a successful roommate alliance? It's definitely compromise. I'm sure we were all taught that word at a young age. We were taught to compromise with our parents on when is a good bedtime, something like that. I never expected to have to compromise with a roommate on how many cats we were allowed to have in the house at one time. So my college roommate fosters cats as a hobby, and as great as that is, I didn't expect my college life to go that way. So the first 2 cats she brought into our house, I said, okay, that's cool. The second set of cats, I kind of looked at her and didn't say much. The third set of cats, I'm talking, this is 6 cats in our house now. I had to say something. So I sat her down, talked to her about, are you going to have these cats for a long time? How many more cats are you trying to bring in? And is this even legal? I was not sure what was going to happen, and she actually didn't realize that it would bother me that she would bring in that many cats. She said, oh, well, let's settle for 5 cats. And I said, I want there to be 3 cats or less. So in the end, we went with 4 cats. 4 was our limit for sure. And it worked out. We compromised, and that is the key thing, is that we worked it out. We were both happy with the end result. Although compromising is the most important part of forming a roommate relationship, boundaries are also mandatory if you're going to make it work. Establishing boundaries is a necessary part of life, no matter who you are, where you are. Even if you don't have a crazy cat lady for a roommate and you're just talking boundaries of when friends are allowed to come over or when you're supposed to turn the lights out, things like that with your roommate, you really do need to set those boundaries. For me, the first boundary was a physical boundary of not letting the cats in any of my spaces. I kept my doors shut for my bathroom, my room, and told my roommate that she was not allowed to let the cats into any of my space, and she agreed with that. The next was boundaries on when she was going to clean the litter boxes. So I did my research, and it shows that for every cat that's in the house, there should be at least 1 litter box. So that's about 4 litter boxes for us, and they are required to be attended to every single day. From that research, I told my roommate that is what I required of her, not just for me, but also for the sanitation of the cats, and she agreed on that. So you probably don't have the same boundaries as I do as far as cats are concerned, but you really should talk with your roommates and set boundaries together and make it unique to yourself. That really is the best way to do it. And generally, compromising your boundaries will get you really far with a roommate relationship, but sometimes, even if you're trying 110%, they're not going to meet you halfway. So when do you consider it too much? For me, this wasn't really easy because I was friends with my roommate. When she brought in 8 kittens one time and broke our trust of compromise and boundaries, I stood my ground, and I suggest that you do the same no matter what the situation is. When you agreed to something, you make sure that they listen. And the 8 cats that she brought in, she ended up getting 4 of them removed, and we stayed at 4, and it worked out really well. So overall, I don't want anybody to be victim of an unhappy roommate relationship. Things like that can lead to GPA decreases. And if you follow what I've just said, if compromising and setting boundaries, you will definitely strive for success with your roommate. So good luck.